We are at one of the busiest stations in the county and sometimes even the country, Station 22, located here in Laguna Hills. They service Laguna Woods Village and surrounding areas. I caught up with Paul Holliday, who gave us a tour and answered some questions for us.
Welcome to Fire Station 22, nicknamed the Big House here in Laguna Woods. We're going to give you a tour of what we have. This first area you enter into, this is our office space. This is the firefighter's office. This is where they do reports. They do online training, any paperwork that needs to be done for the agency. Back this way in the hallway, we've got our captain's offices. We got 3 units out of this station. Each captain has an office. Engine 22, engine 222, and then the truck 22. A typical day in the fire station, we show up about 7:30, do it, pass along with the off-going crew, whoever your opposite is from you, be the captain, find out what happened the day before, any projects that were left that need to be finished. We'll get our gear on, we'll get things checked out, make sure we're ready for the day. We'll have a conference call with the battalion so we know what's going on around us.
Okay.
Then in the morning, we'll start off with some kind of crew training. We'll go out, pull hose, throw ladders, maybe EMS training with our nurse educators. That'll work us through the morning. We try to get a workout in sometime in there before lunch. We eat lunch at the station. We got 13 guys here at the station, so one of the engines is assigned to cooking each day. So the guys will cook, we'll have lunch, and then the afternoon goes into, well, amongst all this is running calls when they happen. But the afternoon is usually department business, fire inspections, finishing up any training, reports, that type of stuff that we fall behind. Then about 6 o'clock, 5:30, they'll start cooking dinner. We usually eat about 6:30, and then the evenings are kind of ours to watch TV, sit, watch a movie, run calls, come back and do it again.
Take a nap.
Take a
quick
we can,
nap.
we'll try to sneak a nap. Make our way out this door to the apparatus bay, better known as a garage. This is where we park. The larger piece of equipment here, that's our truck company. That's for rescues, vehicle accidents, cut and rescues if somebody's trapped in their car, on fires. They'll bring the ladders and they'll be the one doing the search and ventilation. The engine, which is the shorter one, we have 2 of them here. We have engine 22 and engine 222, and they park one in front of the other. When 222 gets back to sleep, they pull behind them. Whoever's in front, they get the next call.
And you said these are new engines. Tell me about the engines themselves. Why are they different?
So these are brand new engines we just received from the manufacturer. We're updating our fleet. The old ones we had nearly 200,000 miles on them, about 180,000 miles on them, and it was ready to replace them. So we got these 2 brand new state-of-the-art fire engines. Okay. And we can walk through and show you some of the technology that's on those. So we'll start here looking at our engine. These engines, engine 22 and engine 222, are here in Laguna Woods. They're 2 of the busiest engines in the county, maybe even in the state. Haven't checked the stats lately, but each of these engines will average somewhere between 15 and 20 calls a day. Is about their average in this area. So let's take a look inside.
Let's go on the other side.
So this is where the captain sits. That's our computer that's going to tell us what the calls are. We're going to route them into the calls. Each of those blue lines there, that's a current active call in the county. It gives the type of call, the time of the call, what unit's assigned to it, and where it is. So back here, this is where the firefighters sit. This is where they'll be sitting for your ride along. Climb up in here. So back in here, they've got their seats. Each seat for the firefighters has our breathing pack in it, our air bottle. So when we get a fire, we put it on like a backpack and be ready to go as soon as we arrive to the fire. They don't have to get out, put on the backpacks. It's in their seat ready to go. Maps, paper maps, if technology goes down, we're able to pull the map and find out where we're going. These guys have access to those. They hand them up to the captains. We got our different radios, headsets. It gets loud on the fire engine, which you'll see. So we all wear headsets so we can hear each other talk while we're going.
Let me shut this.
Yep. All right, so now let's talk about the truck. The truck also has a pump. It carries less water, only 300 gallons, but it can also hook up to a fire hydrant, so it can have unlimited water. A few less hoses on it, but its primary job is not to pump water to a fire.
Right.
It's got the ladder, the big long ladder that we see here. It's compacted in there, but it's a 100-foot aerial ladder, so it'll go 100 feet straight up, which will give us about to the top of the 6-7 story building, because you're not going straight up, you're getting a little bit of angle. So that's probably about as long as their 6 or 7 story building.
Now when you take this out, and do you test the ladder every day or every month, or how do you test for that?
So the engineers, they'll test it, they'll do what we call fly it. They'll fly it every day. It's just part of their daily maintenance and check, and they'll make sure all the controls are working and everything. So yeah, daily it gets operated.
Okay, all right. Oh.
So all of our saws. Concrete saws.
Quite a few different saws.
Watch yourselves. So these are our chainsaws. When there's a fire in a house, one of the main ways that we get that smoke and heat out so the guys on the engine can go in and put it out is we'll put a hole in the roof. We're basically creating a chimney in the roof of the house.
Right.
When we cut that hole, 4-foot square hole, it's opening a big chimney, and all that smoke and super hot gases is released.
Yeah.
And the guys off the engine with the hoses can go in and put out the fire.
I see.
So it's causing slight damage to the roof, but hopefully you're getting all that heat and gas out before more damage is caused. And mostly because it makes it survivable. So if there's somebody in the house, once you release all that smoke and heat, they're going to be survivable again. So that's what the chainsaws are for. Primarily is for putting that ventilation hole in the roof.
Okay, what is that big boy for?
So that this is a rotary saw.
Giant saw.
So this one's primarily for cutting metal. It can cut concrete, it can cut roofs too. But security windows, security bars, gates, roll-up garage doors. That's primarily what we use this one for, but it's for cutting anything metal. A lot of the, not all, but several of the roofs, even Laguna Woods, have metal roofs. They re-roof and they put on the metal roofs.
Gotcha.
This will cut through it, and the chainsaws, it'll eat those up pretty good.
Okay.
So we'll either pull it off with some tools and then use a chainsaw, or we'll just cut straight through it with this one.
Can you make it go?
I can make it go.
Thank you. I just like to always, share things with our viewers that they might not normally see. Yeah, holding that, that also looks super heavy.
Yes.
What would you say?
Go ahead and pick it up. 30 pounds? 25?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna need to do a lot more working out.
There we go. We got our jaws of life here. So you hear that term, you see it on TV. And what it is, it's a hydraulic tool.
Look at that.
This is our power unit. It hooks up with the hoses to these different tools. We got cutters and spreaders, so.
Oh gosh, look at this thing. Transformer.
So, and I'm not gonna open these up.
No.
These are large spreaders. These tips will spread out, and I don't know the latest numbers on new equipment, but it's something like 38,000 pounds per square inch at those tips spreading. So we can get into just about any car with all the new composites and titanium reinforcement. We're able to cut the cars up and get into them and get somebody out safely.
Okay. Huh.
And these are about 60 pounds.
Yeah.
And then this is the cutter. It's a big pair of scissors.
Oh,
Arts and crafts, whatever. Make grandma a nice card. So, and again, I think it's somewhere around 20,000 pounds cutting strength.
Cutting, wow. You need anything up
ones in place. They're just going to stretch a bundle from 51 if you need it. We're good for right now.
Well, thank you to Station 22 for giving us a fabulous tour and my ride. We'll catch you later.